The next topic is attributes of index. A good index should reflect market behavior. A good index should be computed by independent third parties without the influence of anything, and a good index should be professionally maintained. One of the important attributes of index is impact cost. Now, what is impact cost? The definition of impact cost is that, now what is impact cost? Impact cost is the cost of executing large quantity orders without affecting the market price of the stock. So impact cost is simpler term which tell us how much large quantity executed without affecting the market price of the stock. If the market price affects, it has large impact cost. If there is no impact, if the market price does not affect or very less change in the market price, then the impact cost would be smaller. Smaller the impact cost, high liquid that stock is. Let's take an example. Here I have an order book. This side represents a buying order. This side represents a sell order. Let's see. I have 4 buying orders for 1000 quantities each, and they are placed at a price of 4, 3.9, 3.8 and 3.7. On the sell side, I have 4 orders. First order is of 2000 quantity at a price of 4.5. Second order is as 1000 at a price of 4.55. Third is of 500 quantity with 4.7, and next is 100 quantity with 4.75. So first of all, there is a difference between the best available. So when I say best available, the best buying order which is available is at the best bid price is 4, and the best ask price, so this I call as ask price, is 4.5. The difference between the bid price and the ask price is 0.5. We call it as a bid ask spread. So bid ask spread is the price difference between the best available bid and best available ask price, and here the bid ask spread is 0.5, which I termed as a transaction cost. That means if I buy 1000 shares, that means if I buy 100 shares at the best available market, I will get it as at a 4.5 because the best seller is available at 4.5. And now if somebody wants to sell his share at the best price, he will sell it at a 4, because this is what a buyer is ready to pay. That means if you buy at a best price which is of 4.5 and sell at a best price at 4, you will have to bear a cost which is 0.5 per share. And if you say did a transaction of 100 share, so 0.5, you have to pay 50 rupees, like you will be poorer by 50 rupees. Why? Because that is the cost which you pay to the market for simultaneous transaction. So this is called the bid ask spread. Now when we say about the ideal cost will be the average of these two. The ideal cost will be 4 plus 4.5 divided by 2, which comes out to be 4.25. So the ideal cost for this should be 4.25. That means any transaction is supposed to happen at 4.25, but this is not going to happen. You have to pay a slightly higher price for buying and slightly lesser price for selling. Suppose I have to buy 3000 shares and then sell 3000 shares simultaneously. So what will happen is, if I want to buy 3000 shares, how I will get is, I will get the best price of 4.5 first. My first transaction would be at 4.5 rupees, which is of 2000 shares, and the second transaction would be of 4.55 rupees, which is of 1000 shares. That means this is gone for the book, this is gone from the order book. This would be the best available price. And if I want to sell the same shares, what I have to do is, I will sell out 1000 shares at a price of 4, then 1000 share at a price of 3.9, then 1000 share at a price of 3.8. So my three transaction which is going to happen is 1000 shares at a price of 4, 1000 shares at a price of 3.9, 1000 shares at a price of 3.8. So this is how my order will execute. If I talk about my ideal price, which I calculated earlier, my ideal price was 4.25. Now if I calculate the actual price will come out to be 4,000, 4.5 into 2,000, which is 9,000 plus. So if I see, my average buy price is for 4. I buy 2,000 share at a price of 4.5, 1,000 share at a price of 4.55. So my total buy price is coming out to be 4.51, whereas my ideal price was 4.25. The ideal price was 4.25 and what I pay is 4.51. So there is a difference between the prices. That price difference, which is, so 4.51 was my average buy price. The ideal price was 4.25. If I calculate the percentage loss, I simply find out the difference between the actual price and the ideal price divided by the ideal price. What percentage I get is approximately 6%. So 6% is my impact cost at the time of buy, and at the time of sell, I sell it at average price of 3.9. My ideal price was 4.25. So when I calculate the average impact cost was 8.2%. So this 8.2% is the impact cost. So the impact cost is simple a difference between the ideal transaction price and the actual transaction price. Actual transaction price less the impact cost, highly liquid that stock is, more the impact cost, less liquid that particular stock is.